for the playing of our national anthem, sung by TCNJ Junior, Holly Paradise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose spark strikes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right now, the bombs lasting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Take two here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. I'm John McCooch, joined alongside you for the adventure between the College of New Jersey Lions and the University of Rhode Island Rams. We thought we were live for a second. We were not, but that gives us some time to break everything down. We just had the national anthem and starting line. That was very well done by everybody there. We had to wait around for a bit to fix our PA systems here at TCNJ, here at TSAI Field House in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, just outside of Trenton at the Lawrenceville School, where TCNJ roams and plays their puck. 0-3 on the year are the Lions, looking for win number 1 of the season against a very tough URI team, playing their first game all year. They're debuting their season. The scheduling at the beginning of the year is always interesting because you have some teams who haven't played a game yet and some teams who have played a bunch. URI, they're in the same division as Lehigh, who TCNJ just came off a couple losses to. And Lehigh, they've already got 11 points on the year total, and obviously the division games are the ones that matter, but we've got a face-off coming up here, and here we go. URI wins the opening face-off, and we have some hockey. Let's do it. As URI holds it in their defensive zone, crossing in URI again, 23-10. We got some bodying already in the neutral zone, but 23-10-2 on the season. They were second in their division, a new division for them this year. Take a shot in from the circle. There's a chance, no rebound, and already a shot on goal for URI, a very tough team, and not an easy one for TCNJ to deal with. TCNJ, they had their struggles last season looking to rebound. They got a young core looking to get them all developed, and this is a tough challenge against a very, very good URI team. A lot of history to them. They've been around for a very long time. TCNJ's been around since 1977. URI around 1951, this club hockey team made their debut. We've got some stories on that as the night goes along and the founders and everything about URI hockey. TCNJ trying to work something in the offensive zone. That just crosses the crease. And now URI loses their puck. Stout takes it, and that'll be turned over in the neutral zone, and Gleim will take it back. And just in front of the stick. And that'll be covered up by our netminder tonight, Nicholas Maringola, who will take the rearings in between the pipes with 18:47 left to go. URI holds a 0-0 lead. Face off on the right side. Won by URI. Again, just debuting, and the tough, scrappy team Greenspoon was trying to chase his puck before, but URI working through. Gilligan gets this out, looking in. There's a shot poked away by the netminder May. May today trying to make things work. A solid netminding duo this TCNJ squad has with Nathan Mayer and Ethan May. That puck just bounces off of the post there, almost some danger zone. Another shot at URI, already putting a lot of aggression onto the net here. As the Rams trying to work. And a classic traffic jam. Bodies fall to the floor. Gilligan working through. And this is lost into the neutral zone. As Beisel will work this back over towards the other side. Gibson trying to work with Kushner. Kushner working on in. Here comes Kushner working on the far side. That gets poked up and away and out of play with 17:43 left to go in period number 1 as we've just begun. Most recent game for TCNJ, 5-2 loss to Lehigh back last Saturday. They come into the weekend again trying to get their first win of the season. We get a whistle and a stoppage. Here, Christian Esposito took the net for that game. Logan May picked up a goal in that one as well. The 5-2 loss. They lost the game the day before as well to Lehigh. And they had a loss to Temple to open the season up. This heads over towards May. He will not cover it up. It goes just a bit outside of his cage. Now URI again trying to attack this zone. They are putting a ton of pressure. Not a ton of shots out of it so far, only 2. But TCNJ again is looking for some kind of count. Now a chance right in front of the netminder. He'll go around looking for a pass. Can't find anything. Just loses the puck off of his stick and taken back by the Lions. And the Lions work this down into the neutral zone as Damon Valente holds on to it. One of the starters out tonight on that first line. Valente looking through, and he'll dump this down. Looking for a forecheck play. Nothing there, though. TCNJ will get on top of it as we go under the 17-minute mark. And back at the neutral zone now. Here for Zabo. May can't get that on his stick. We've got a hand up as well. The delayed offside. Taken back by Glide. Glide crosses in. Looking through, just too far of Seaman. Taken in. Again, URI playing quickly, just TCNJ doing a good job getting back defensively. In that moment, just through. Valente makes that pass. Crossover. May's got to handle that. Tough play in front. Chance for May, and they score! Max Lockwood tags in goal number 1 of the day for URI. A scrum for the puck, and Lockwood able to stuff it on through. And URI opens up the scoring here in this one. Lockwood had 8 goals on the year last season, and that's his first of this season. The alternate captain getting the A on his chest this season here for the Rams, as that will be an icing to the dismay of Valente. Zabo gets an assist on that one, the first apple of the season for him. So Lockwood tags in a goal and a 1-0 lead. We got a big body, and that will be a penalty. So immediately after giving up a goal, TCNJ will give URI a chance on the power play. So 4 shots on goal for the Rams. None so far for TCNJ, and a man advantage for the team up 1-0. Face-off will go to the left of May, on his left. So 2 minutes will begin now of an advantage for URI. Looking through, circle chance, can't get that pass to go, almost right on the stick. Would have been an immediate chance at a goal, and TCNJ at least gets us into the neutral zone. Penalty will go on Ryan Walter for elbowing. TCNJ's penalty kill will try to make things work. Right around the net, trying to find some space. Lockwood with the puck again. Back to his right, chance right in front. May's gonna get a save there. He wasn't sure if he had it. Was able to get on it though. Lockwood looking, shot too high. Trying to work through a rebound here, no. He's got Lockwood next to him. Just outside the circle. Spins around, gets past his man. Shot. May with a save again, facing pressure here on this power play. Lockwood's going to come off for a change. Almost a too many men situation. Then Beisel will hold this with 48 seconds left to go on the power play and the penalty kill for TCNJ. TCNJ in the lovely white script uniforms URI wearing their classic light blue with dark blue on the shoulder pads. A very nice jersey matchup tonight, I will say, which is usually the case in ACHA hockey. Under 30 seconds left to go. The captain sends this on the other side. TCNJ so far doing a good job killing this penalty. Shot in. May's going to fall down, but he makes the save. Gets right back up. Chance back outside the circle. There's a shot just too wide. The body got on that. Could have been May. 5 seconds left. Waiting to get their extra man out of the box. Here comes Kushner. Kushner can't get past his man. Josh Kushner looking through. Trying to find somewhere to go with this puck. Kushner feeding this up. Here's Jakob. Jakob with a chance. No. Rebound opportunity not there. And URI. Jakob will dump this down, but URI is able to clear it out. And they've got possession of the puck now. 13 and a half to go left in period number 1. Looking through. This puck lofted up. A dump with no chase. And an icing. Still 0 shots on goal for TCNJ, 8 for URI. These two teams have not met since February of 2023, back up in Rhode Island. February 3rd and February 4th of that year, Rhode Island won both of those games 2-1 and 3-1 on the 3rd and the 4th of February. Another whistle blown. So it's been a while since these two teams have met. As divisions align and get closer and this game makes more sense to be played. Again, TCNJ trying to work this through. And nowhere to go so far. They'll just take the icing, will URI. Shane Mulhern is the captain for URI. He led the team in scoring last year with 33 points, 14 goals, 19 assists. So a pretty valid reason to have your captain. And get that spot. Jake McKinnon lost him this offseason. But he was a second leading scorer. Good player for URI. And that puck just got saved up in the slot. Now Ethan May. Again, holding strong so far. Has given up that goal. Chance out. There's a shot. May with a save again. Working somewhere to go. May pokes it away. You are back with the puck. High slot. That gets broken away. And taken back. TCNJ. Trying to create an offensive opportunity. A big body in the neutral zone. We've got hits back on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Glein gets it off of his skate. Goes with URI though. Taken back. Off the boards. Looking for somewhere to go. Corner work. This puck hanging on the edges. Shot staked through and gloved up by May. Took it up like a shortstop with 12:04. Again, keeping his team in this one. Has faced 11 shots, only allowed 1 to go through. So offensively, TCNJ still trying to find their flow. Now taken back by Glein. It's probably going to be one of these type of counter plays that opens things up for them. Puck goes on, and that's the first shot on goal of the day, and it comes at basically a blue line, just send it through. But the best phrase in hockey is just pucks in deep, and that's exactly what they've done on that one, just opening up something here. URI will take it back, though. Pass goes behind, and that pass goes too far in front. Trying to work this through. Glein able to poke it away. Duggan is in the area of him before. Greenspoon and Smith will come back on, and Karabko will come on as well. So a number of changes for TCNJ. May will cover it up. And the oven mitt works to perfection to stop the fire. 11:15 left here in the first period of URI. You give credit to TCNJ. Usually when you see a shot on goal differential like this, the score is not what it is. But TCNJ, it's still very much, they're still very much fighting for control in this game. That goes through May. May's able to get on it though. Still in front of May. Broken up. TCNJ working through. Here comes Karabko. Karabko and loses his skates. Bodies fly. It's like he just lost his balance there. There wasn't even really a hit. Glad everyone's all right. Matthew Karabko was skating hard. Looking through. There's a shot. Just goes off top of the post. My goodness, the crossbar. Helping out Ethan May. Just couldn't knife that puck hard enough. They're able to hold on to it now. This puck just goes on and goes off the netminder, so that'll be the second shot. Both shots coming in from very far away for TCNJ. Greenspoon tapping the stick. Looking for somewhere to go with this, wrapping this around. That almost went through, but he gets on it. Marion Gola able to stand strong and keep this at 1-0. A face-off will ensue. As Kyle Gregory will take this one. Just recently got his first collegiate point. Big body into the glass. Again, that's the thing about this TCNJ team. They're all a lot of very young players. Obviously, Colin Olkowski, but they've got a lot of pieces they're trying to work and develop and just get better. And this is a year where you kind of can see a team like that make some great improvements. Check for May, and May's able to get on top of it. We've got some physicality and some very kind words to each other. A lovely conversation, and a platoon swap comes on for TCNJ. So that animosity just heads right over towards back to the bench. So we get to breathe it out. 9:50 left to go. Get a full change on. You've got May coming back on. Logan May hoping to help out Ethan May. And just taken back up by May on that flick up into the air by Aiden Darlington. URI putting, I mean, I've said it many times, but pressure has really been the word for the Rams. Makes sense given their name. Obviously, if you know Rams, they just kind of headbutt everything in their path. Just wide. No work necessary for May. Puck lofted up far. URI controls. That puck's taken away, though. Duggan is able to keep this in the offensive zone. Now TCNJ working on it. Sent high towards the URI bench. And the Rams will hold. Nice pass in between two defenders. Got some space now near the circle. Chance in, poke through, just wide. Couldn't find the cage. May continues to stand strong. Looking in, working for somewhere to go. Gets around that man. Here comes Logan May. Shot just off a body. No rebound. Kushner in the area. Kushner keeps it in. Duggan was chasing this before, but they've got to get back, and that's exactly what they do. The Lions getting a good taste of action there. Trying to take away this puck, but now an opportunity just too far in front on that pass towards Gold. And now TCNJ coming back the other way. We're picking up the action and the speed here. Logan May gets his back into the neutral zone as he takes my words out of my mouth. Stout looking there. Jakob now with it. Jakob will dump this puck, handed down by Valence. This puck calmly drifted and just goes past Stout. So Stout will have to take this pack all the way back into their own defensive zone. That goes out of play as well. Onto the glass. It goes out of play. We get a face-off back over here. You avoid the delay of game. 1-0 it is. Working through right in front, just too high of the cage. URI's had a couple of pucks go high. And now TCNJ working back with it. Bouncing this off the glass, looking through. Olkowski. Again, not enough can be said about the play of Colin Olkowski. TCNJ definitely looking for him to kind of take a big role this season and become a star for this team. This team is kind of needed that alpha. You look at it last season. Pelkowski, that just goes out of May's glove. But he's looking to be that guy. Traffic jam in the corner, that gets alleviated. Or alleviated. Lost that at the point. We'll have to bring this back in and dump and give it right back to TCNJ. Quick changes. Korobko comes back on. Matthew Korobko on. And Greenspoon on as well. It's Joey Greenspoon. Played with in Yeoman as well. 6:45 left in period number 1 after that first goal by Lockwood. Nothing there for URI. Big body from Greenspoon, and we've got a whistle, and most likely looks like a penalty, yes. This goes on Casey Zabo. Here's a calm chat with the official. There's no sarcasm at him either. Actually, it was pretty calm. And Casey Zabo will head his way to the box. So TCNJ, we get the first taste of their power play today. Back with Walter. May back with Walter. Back over towards May off the boards. Looking for May at the circle. Playing slow, keeping this power play in their possession. When will they get aggressive is the question of this power play. Walter with a blast. That's a pass. And almost cleared away by URI. Chasing this puck now, trying to get it out of there. Then they do. Already half a minute gone on this penalty as Ryan Walter chases it away. Logan May trying to find somewhere to go with this puck. It's that poked out. Lockwood got the goal, and he's got some good defense so far in this game. Bodies as well. Ryan Walter, the chance in a blast, almost off a body and in. Marangola standing strong. URI's killed a minute of the penalty. 5:30 left to go with the first. TCNJ will hold it to make sure that they get a chance at a good shot here. Greenspoon. Puck being chased. Jakob. Jakob looking on the far side, trying to get this puck in. And URI really doing a good job on this penalty kill so far, not allowing a ton of opportunity. Scarmato looking to clear this up and at least just give TCNJ a shot. Scarmato gets sent to the ice. Big strength from URI. Chance, Jakob, shot, no. Marangola's able to get on it. 9 seconds on the power play and a face-off coming up. Jakob with a good strike, but a better save by Marangola. A lot of the time you can see in teams' first games of the year, especially in road games to start out the entire season for URI, teams can look a bit sluggish, can look a bit slow, can look out of their flow. URI has not looked like that. They have still looked pretty sharp, but this penalty kill is a big example of that. The Rams will clear this one, and actually they'll just almost get back on offense, but it's taken away. Greenspoon able to get in there. Staying calm is URI. Looking, strike, poked away by Stout, and Stout stays strong and plays some tough defense to get that puck out. 18 shots to 4 in favor of the Rams. So face-off will ensue. Back at the top. There's a chance. We've got a broken stick on the ice. Stick is snapped in half and covered up almost by May. It comes out of his glove, though, and taken back up right near the broken stick. Far side, looking. Penalties obviously expired. Back to even strength now. And URI taking advantage of that even strength. Big bodies sending players down in front of that puck. Taken back. And they'll just reset with Valente. Valente instructing his team. Back looking forward, trying to get this stick out of here. You got the front of the stick, you got the blade out, and now just the body of the stick still sitting there as Kushner takes a big body, but he fights through and gets that pass out to Duggan. Duggan, shot, and Maringola will make the save. He won't end the first period with a ton of saves, but he will definitely have some good ones and some big ones. They've not faced a ton of shots just yet, unless if TCNJ can counter here. And Maringola comes out of his cage for just a second. That went off a body as well. Kushner delivers a strike. And almost enough space to make something happen. May will just stick it away. No cover up for him. At least a success. Back in the neutral zone now, URI will be forced to reset. This will just carade off of the corner. And the oven mitt goes down. And the smoke is clear. 2:59 left to go in period number 1. For URI, their season ended in the semifinals of their playoffs. They took down Pittsburgh in the first round, then ended up losing to UDEL 6-1. And obviously, UDEL a big part of JPL coverage. We saw this summer for Breakout Sports Broadcasting. A lot of players from UDEL. Because a strike just goes too high. A lot of players from UDEL play their summer puck over there. Taking far side, back at the top, looking. Trying to work his way to the slot. There's a shot. May covers up. Ethan May. Tough to get past him. The faceoff will go to the right of the netminder. TCNJ trying to work on getting their first win of the season. And so is URI for that matter. That just goes on through. Just couldn't get on it. Got deflected a bad way. And that's a goal given up by May. 2-0 is your score. As Owen Hall will get the goal. So 2-0 is your lead, and URI, after 23 total shots, now has goal number 2. So TCNJ looking for that counter immediately. Period number 1. 2.5 minutes. With 2:16 left to go. Neutral zone play, almost in front of the stick of May. For a play for him to be made on that. Heading Kushner's direction. Now URI playing with some confidence here with a 2-0 lead. Kushner has emerged as a star. Backhanded shot can't go through. Maringola is able to get on it. Looking for somewhere to go. May take some contact there. Jakob back with URI now. And now TCNJ is able to break up that attempt of getting things going. Kushner lofts this up. He'll just hang out in the neutral zone. Logan May. May just takes a tough slam into the boards at Kushner, but he gets right back up. It's one that sounded a lot more wild than it was. That hit in. Here with 1:12. Jakob gets stuck in the corner. Tough bodies. Looking for somewhere to go is URI. Try to work this back to the point here. They'll work it to the circle as well. Good move to get around and create some space. Corner play. TCNJ. Yeah, we've got a stick loss, but it is intact. Numbers for the Lions. Shot goes off a body. And no opportunity created there by the Lions as URI will send this away. Line change on for the final 30 seconds of the first period. URI gets fresh legs. Hopefully keep this at 2-0 or add a goal for themselves. They might have an offensive opportunity as things go on. And it's out of play, covered up. With 15.2 left to go in the first. Again, Max Lockwood, and it looked like Owen Hall got the second goal. He was in front of the line, the celebration line. Get a face-off here. Almost had too many men on for TCNJ. Kubota had to come off. URI. Now with May. He tries to get this puck down, and 5 seconds left, and working through, just sends this over towards the corner, try to expire this final second, and May will sneak in a cheeky save. And that will do it for the first period of play. 2 goals for the University of Rhode Island, taking a 2-0 lead over TCNJ. The Lions looking to rebound and counter and find a way to get their first goal of this one. But so far, 24 shots to 6, and we'll be right back here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting to see what they do. Hello and welcome back to TCNJ Lions Hockey here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. They take on the URI Rams tonight. 24-7 is your shot total in favor of URI. 2-0 is your lead for the University of Rhode Island Rams. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. The only difference is that URI is playing in their first game of the year, while TCNJ, they're playing in their fourth game of the year. So 0-3 for the Lions to start things out. Haven't gotten to division play. That's still just a good bit away. These early season matchups, you get to see some interesting teams, interesting situations. Not all the time that you see URI come to town. It's been quite some time since the Rams have taken on this team, let alone come down to New Jersey. And these teams did play each other a couple years ago. URI won both of those games, and they'll get a chance here. That's just too wide of May, as Ethan May, that puck just goes into his crease. He has to take it out again. But for May, 2 goals in. The second one was kind of off a tough dribbler that got deflected. First one was a good rebound opportunity, and TCNJ's offense hasn't provided him with the support just yet. Now a chance in the circle. There's a shot that's too far. Just goes high and wide of the cage. Jakob will jam this out as Kushner looking to make things happen. And Jakob, this one gets handed down by May and back out just past the blue line here, looking for a shot circle. Just can't get that enough off of the stick. And TCNJ, the captain, May. Almost a good strike, but right in front of it was a defender for URI. Bodies into the boardings. Gregory in front. As this puck poked away. Sits at the point for University of Rhode Island. Gabota was able to get enough of this to Jakob now with May. May looking. This one goes into the neutral zone. Back up. And off these boards. Jam for it near the neutral zone. And trying to dump this through is Walter. We'll chase this around. Corner jam for it. Won by TCNJ. Gabota. He's got the stick in his armpit. Throws it down. He throws that stick down at the URI player. Just kind of sent it to the ice. But it kind of bounced up and away for the URI player to get it, and a good glove by Maringola. You don't see that too often. The stick got stuck in his armpit. He ended up just taking it and throwing it on the ice. Sure, they won't be super happy about that one, but we shall see. And a whistle blown to stop the faceoff from well facing off. Well, thank you all for tuning in to Breakout Sports Broadcasting here live on YouTube as we begin another campaign of BSB. A lot of hockey coverage going on this season, a lot of teams to look out for. TCNJ, one of them, a good young up-and-coming hockey team. It's going to be a fun story to follow all season long, and we'll be with you for the whole journey for TCNJ. We'll welcome all the Rhode Island fans around here. This goes down for an icing with no cake. You know, for the smallest state in the United States, you bring a lot of viewers here. Which is always good to see. URI, again, a very storied program with a lot of history to it. An arena with a lot of history. A lot of support for this team and this program and Rams hockey all throughout the years. TCNJ looking to continue to build their history as well. And now a chance here for the Rams. There's a chance. Good pass, backhand opportunity. Big time save by May. Just getting the stick out in front. Chance, and May does it again. Ethan May sends it away. Still pressure. Still looking for him. And the net gets dislodged. And Ethan May deserves some stick taps. He'll get them. Talk about a netminder stepping up for a team. Just Just needs his offense to reward him now with 16:58. Face-off will go near him, but URI had a ton of opportunities there in May. I mean, that one was just that first shot. Plenty of space on that cage, and May just found a way to get in front of it. Looked like Brayton Holtby against the Golden Knights in the Cup final years ago. That one's just wide. And glove by May. Francisco Lindor in net tonight for the TCNJ Lions. Loving that one. Loving the line out. It's just Ethan May. Face off to the right. I had to make at least one Mets reference on the night because they need to sweep the Marlins for everyone's happiness in this area. 16:45, although I'm sure there's plenty of Phillies fans out here, down by TCNJ. But we shall see. We're locked in on TCNJ hockey as May will poke one away again. For Ethan May, he had 26 saves versus Temple. Chance again for May, and he's past that now. Just got past that 26 save, actually. So 27 saves on the night so far for May, and mathematically more have to come. So a big night coming up for May. So far 2-0, URI leads. And here comes Logan May. Shot sent in, that goes a bit high. And the TCNJ looking to dump this puck, get a rebound chance, get something to go, and a big body near the boards by Kushner. Kushner's cushion. Kushner now with it, looking in, there's a shot that gets deflected by Maringola. Out of play, face-off upcoming. Good showing tonight by both sides as well. .47. Face-off goes through. And that goes into the corner. And the best part, again, I'll always say, the best part about ACHA hockey and everything around it, the jerseys. You've got a great matchup tonight, that. And I'll mention it later. There's a shot. May's able to get that rebound chance. Did that go off his pad or that out of play? Or was that out of there? That was almost fantastic if that was off of his pads. Wow. Ethan May. That's got by Maringola. Ethan May has me lost for words here. 15-19. Chance out near the corner. Back behind the net. Looking through. This one lofted all the way up into the sky. As TCNJ recovers that puck as it defies gravity all the way in the air. Neutral zone play. Dumped down. Jakob will collect. Jakob sends his retrieval over towards the blue line. And now back with it. Delivered to Scarmato, but he puts it just too far out in front of himself. 10 shots. They have just hit 10 shots in about 25.5 minutes of play of TCNJ. Looking URI. Almost covered up by May. Almost had to. But this puck still in play here. Back at the point. Shot sent in. Near deflected. May looking for it. Grabs it. He's on it. May down. And he's got that puck. Covered it up like a dog covering up a tennis ball. Just gets on it, keeps it safe. You're not getting this thing. 30 saves for May. And we're only not even halfway through the second period. URI, we know about what they can do offensively. They didn't win 23 games for no reason. Working in, URI. They finished second in their own regular season standings in their division. As this puck gets iced. Probably went out of play either way. It'll be a face-off on the other end, so that would have been icing. Again, TCNJ will now get an opportunity just here in a couple moments. We'll see. Big face-off goes the way of URI. And TCNJ, again, they are really feeling the pressure to try to get something through. It's still a 2-0 game. And the Lions, all it really takes is one rebound, one messed up play by URI to get right back in this game. Their defense and their net mining has held on for quite some time. 8 goals total on the season for TCNJ in 3 games. See if they can pick up one tonight in this second period. Sticked away by Marion Gola. He's got 10 saves of his own. He's only had to face 10 shots. Chance sent in, that's wide. And now sits on the near side. Slamming into the boards near Greenspoon. We've got some pushing and shoving. Near extracurriculars. Back of the far side. Almost weaving in. Trying to clear this puck. Gregory looking. He's got Korobko with him. Chance for Gregory. The JPL duo there. Couldn't get the offense to go. Didn't have the numbers. And now a scruff for it. Jakob looking. Can't retrieve the puck, but now it's retrieved in the neutral zone. Handed down. First goal of the day went to Lockwood for URI. They tagged another goal later in the first period. Haven't got anything yet here in period number 2 as the score remains the same as it did when we ended period number 1. Can't send in, and May collects. Ethan May loves that puck yet again. It's interesting to see with these standings for the ECHA. And obviously, it doesn't really matter in terms of seeding and playoffs until the conference games get in, but you've got Lehigh's already played 5 games. Who we saw Lehigh play TCNJ earlier. Backhanded chance, bodies fly. Back near side circle. You've got 4 teams that hadn't played a game yet until today. Drexel, URI, NYU, and George Mason had not played a game. Meanwhile, Lehigh had played 5 and Temple had played 4. It's always interesting based on, different schools have different start dates for actual classes. These guys do go to school, by the way. Sits on the net. 11 and a half minutes to go. Back at the top. And last season, Rhode Island, they belong to the ESCHL. Bouncing that off the boards now. There are only 6 teams. There are now 10 teams in the ECHA. Helkowski looking. Sends this across. Tie slot chance. Rebound chance. They score! And they cut the deficit off the rebound. And there's the star, Colin Helkowski. Helkowski on the rebound, and TCNJ gets to hear the goal song. That's the chance they were looking for. A rebound, a tough play for Marangola, and we've got a hockey game here at TSAI Field House. Working circle shot, May's on it. So now your TCNJ, you kind of broke the drought. And maybe you can create some momentum now. Working off the skate to himself, and he scores! Shane Mulhern, the captain, quiets the noise that TCNJ just created. And not even 30 seconds later, URI has a 2-goal lead yet again. It's a great play by Mulhern to give himself space with the puck. So a celebration for TCNJ did not last very long.
It's TCNJ goal. Scored by number 8, Colin Helkowski. Assisted by number 19.
It's always interesting having to announce the goal right after the other team scored. But
Rhode Island
Got to do what you got to do. The people got to know that Colin Helkowski tagged in the first goal of the night for TCNJ. And obviously that goal can be a bit of a damper, but it still has to be good momentum that TCNJ was able to create offense, was able to get that done. Mulhern looking, still a long hockey game left to go as we have just reached the halfway mark of the second period of action. Just past Glide there. Here comes Lockwood, who's already got a goal. So the captain and the alternate captain have both scored. Working through, tried to kind of no move there, but forgot the puck. Glide back with Helkowski. Helkowski crossing in. Tags it right back to Helkowski. Almost in the crease, but good way to get back on top of it. Right at the Lawrenceville School logo. Looking, works it in, far chance. Big body from Walter. Just sticks it away, did May. Glide looking. Glide able to get this off of the boards. Again, they're just trying to get out of the defensive zone, and we've got a whistle. Players tangled up. It's like all is now well. Interesting stoppage. We just look at last season. I was trying to talk about last season, and then 2 goals happened. That's just always how it works. They try to make a point about something. But it's how it works. It's always great to have action. Anyway, URI, in terms of just total points you acquire during a season with total games and wins, as you play a lot more games than certain teams sometimes. They ended up with 50. They're second in the ESCHL. 130 total goals last season. Allowed the lowest amount of goals in the ESCHL with 99. And they played a lot more games than most teams. Neutral's on a big body. We've got pushing and shoving. We've got a whistle. They'd have to imagine there was a penalty drawn. Kushner not happy about the call itself. Gonna have a quick discussion about it, but Kushner, who's such an impact player, will go to the box for a couple of minutes. And also in that ESCHL was Drexel. Last time TCNJ and Drexel played each other, I guess I had some fun. Drexel D2 also playing St. Joe's tonight on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Make sure to, I believe that game is at 8:45 or 8:30, 8:45. For some St. Joe's puck, it's always good for a team to kind of make their BSB debut. They made that a few days ago, time last week, with their first season with Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Always a fun time. We're going to welcome St. Joe's to the BSB family. I haven't gotten to say that yet, so I will now. Back at the top. Sends it to the other point. Now back all the way at the top. Circle chance, looking, shot goes through, and May to get a bit acrobatic to cover it up as TCNJ looking to kill this penalty from Josh Kushner. So face-off will go. Back at the top now with the far side. Works his way into the circle. Trying to find somewhere to go with his puck is Gold. Gold back with it. Just too far. Rebound chance. May's going to get the pad on it again. Back to Gold. Gold looking. Sends his pass. Firing, that's wide. Looking for a deflection. Under a minute left to go on this penalty kill for TCNJ. Back over. Patty cake. Shot. May's got it. Shot total for tonight, 37-12 in favor of URI. Still a 3-1 score, though. And I'm sure fans of the New Jersey Devils understand the concept of getting a lot of shots and not a lot of goals. URI's gotten enough to take the lead, 3-1. Point play now for Gold, looking through. And the NHL is making its return. Preseason hockey still going on. Well, this is regular season hockey. And the ACHA falls down, just can't collect the puck, just can't stay on his skates there. But URI is able to recover. Back with it. Now with Gold. Gold glitters this puck all the way over there. Working behind the cage. And just lost this to the neutral zone. Mulhern, again, who has the most recent goal. Walter just crashes this puck to the other side. Again, kills the rest of this penalty and puts TCNJ back on defense with now the extra man. So the penalty by Josh Kushner is no more after a tough hit to the boards near the TCNJ bench. And just over 6 minutes left to go in period number 2. You'd have to imagine you want to at least try to cut this lead to 1 heading into the third. Mulhern almost with it there. Now you've got to skate hard. Maringola. Get this puck out of there. Back defensively is Stout. Gregory. This puck goes off for the boardings. They'll call that out of play. It just went inside of there. So we'll get a neutral zone faceoff. TCJ not exactly ecstatic about that. The faceoff goes the way of URI. URI again having a good day in the faceoff area. Gilligan takes some pressure. Puck gets blown into the corner. Helkowski, the lone goal scorer for TCNJ. Scarmato chasing this puck, but recovered now by URI. URI back, trying to create a chance here, but Stout is able to just stick it. Shot goes just in front of May, and he's able to get a piece of that one. Nearing 40 shots now are the University of Rhode Island Rams. Under 5 left to go. All the way to the top. Bodies plenty in front of May, but that puck does not go through the cage. And May will just cover it up. Underhand scoop. That will be the 38th shot, so Kushner makes his return to the ice with Kubota, Duggan, Walter, and Logan May in a platoon swap for TCNJ. And another face-off gets blown off. Busy weekend of Breakout Sports Broadcasting hockey. They'll be back here at 1 o'clock. TCNJ, that goes out of play. TCNJ takes on Rhode Island yet again at 1 o'clock, and we'll find out shortly. We thank you all for continuing to tune in and keep watching this one between URI and TCNJ. But this is not the only time you'll see these two teams play. It's been a while, like I've mentioned before, but so far a fun series. This is the same score as the most recent time these two teams played. Last time these two teams played, it was 3-1 in favor of URI. So we'll see how this ends up boding out. Kubota dumps over. Still in the neutral zone now. Logan May waiting for his teammates to get back on side. They do. Gets that puck ripped away. Stout sent. Now off the glass and off of Maringola. Kubota strikes it. Deflection. Can't get that through. Almost. And we've got a hand up. Penalty. The way of interference and the way of URI's favor. with under 4 left to go. We'll see, just awaiting exactly who it's on. That will be on Zach Duggan. 2 minutes interference and a big penalty here with 3:59 left to go. So technically the majority of this second period will be a URI power play by literally a second. Just near the point. It's up. So URI trying to make work of this power play. Almost had that puck in the high slot. And the Rams trying to make some work happen. A slapper gets deflected. So TCNJ again in a tough position. They've already been on the penalty kill in this game previously. And when they needed some momentum, they've got to kill one right now. We'll see if URI can take advantage. Just pokes this through. Rebound opportunity. Mays in front of it yet again. Goal's going to get there. But no shot comes off. Just a scrum for the puck. Korobko able to break things up here. 1:08 left in the penalty. Crossing in. URI. Chance. Tough pass to Mulhern. Right in front of Stout now. And now URI looking to reset yet again and try to make something happen. Bodies fall here for the Rams. Got to get this puck out of here, and they do. Korobko and a good bounce as well. Maringola will come out of his cage. 37 seconds remain. URI looking for one more opportunity here in period number 2 on their power play. Crossing in. Yeoman's got to get on this. That he does, but it's back with URI. Chance, circle, there's a shot. No, almost a chance for Lockwood. Just too far in front of his stick. Couldn't get his skate on it as well. 16 seconds left. Trying to kill the rest of this. Keeping this in the defensive zone of URI. The Rams will have to work quickly if they want to take advantage of the man advantage one more time. 2 seconds. Penalty expires. Chance goes off. Stays in play though. So the man comes back on. Net dislodged though. So as the shot total reaches 42 for URI to 14 for TCNJ, we've got a net dislodge, stoppage, penalty killed with 1:52. Still a 3-1 lead for URI. TCNJ successfully kills the penalty. And what I always love to say is that a penalty kill can be a gift for you if you're able to create momentum out of killing it. So they get a stoppage to kind of breathe after that expiration of the penalty. You've got to go win a faceoff, and there's been a lot of faceoff stoppages here in this game. As we'll switch to Gley. They say we need another guy. We'll go to Gley. Faceoff coming up, and an important one at that for TCNJ. And it goes their way. Got to make something happen out of it. Back with Gley again. It'll work somewhere. Gold corrals. Neutral zone work. Unable to get there. Good body. Jakob trying to play some tough defense. We saw him in the JPL. He's one of the tougher defenders in the entire league, that club division. Goes off of a stick. Stays in play, though. Kind of sputters behind the cage. Almost just under a minute left with 1:06 left in period number 2. TCNJ was able to get a goal out of Colin Helkowski, but they gave one up right back. Here's a chance from Gold, and that goes off of May's skates. No deflection. The captain Mulhern was able to score right after Colin Helkowski's rebound opportunity. 44 seconds left to go. Kushner can't get on this one, and it goes out of play with exactly 40 on the game clock. Kushner committed that penalty earlier that led to a power play. URI wasn't able to cash in. But here we go. Face off in a good spot for TCNJ. See if Gregory can find a way to get this in the right direction for TCNJ. Bounces off the boards. URI's going to handle. They're going down the other way, working with speed. Not necessarily numbers, but they've got the speed. There's a shot that's deflected off sticks. Held in the circle. There's a strike. No rebound here. May's going to get there again. 41 saves for Ethan May. Taken back. TCNJ looking for one last gasp here in the second. Jakob looking. Shot too wide. No rebounder there. 7 seconds left. Drifts into the neutral zone. Gregory's working. They'll hold it in the defensive zone and expire the second period of action. Goals by Shane Mulhern and Colin Helkowski. 44 shots to 14. A 30-shot advantage for URI, but only a 2-goal advantage and a third period left to play. 20 minutes to decide the winner here in this one, and we will be right back for the rest of it on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Do not go anywhere here in this one. 20 more minutes here at TSAI Field House. TCNJ trails URI 3-1 here in this contest between the Lions and the Rams as TCNJ looks for their first win of the season against a quality URI team that they will indeed play them tomorrow. So if all does not go well for TCNJ in this comeback effort, they will have a chance at revenge tomorrow no matter what. Same goes the other way. So we'll see what they can end up doing in terms of the goal scorers. You got Owen Hall and the two captains, alternate, and the captain Shane Mulhern and Max Lockwood. Colin Helkowski got the first goal for TCNJ, and a player that they are definitely going to look to lean on is Colin Helkowski in the face-off here for the third period. 20 minutes left here in this hockey game. TCNJ looking, they've got some work to do. They've got some catching up to do. 19:45, 15 seconds expire in the first period. Again, you look at Ethan May's day, 41 saves. He's faced 44 shots here in this game. He's made some quality saves. He's made some highlight reel moments. Yeah, 26 against Temple in the season opener is almost doubled that here against URI. No matter what happens, he's going to deserve all the head taps and stick taps that you could ask for, as that shot just goes behind the net there. Almost some danger caused by his own team right there. 19 minutes left to go. Again, the Lions only 14 shots. Didn't create a ton in the second period. Obviously, the one that scored the goal was off the rebound. Back with Stout. Just deflects off of a stick. No true control there for the Lions. And they've really struggled to find that control. Looking to create an opportunity now. Almost bounced in. Again, TCNJ, this URI team is tough. Is that'll be an icing with no cake. As we will see. Not every day that you get a team from Rhode Island on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Not a ton of teams. You got URI, of course, obviously. You got Providence. We saw Providence last season in this arena. Rhode Island home to the first Open Golf Tournament back in 1895, if you remember. If you were there, maybe, let me know, in 1895. And the Rhode Island in a low-scoring game, just like you'd want to see in golf. This puck drifts its way down the other way for an icing. In the smallest state in the Union. I was in Rhode Island for about an hour and a half of my total lifespan. This little small little town. There were chickens roaming everywhere. It was an interesting time. It's right near Connecticut. You make a pit stop in Rhode Island. It is a fun time. Actually, it's a quite lovely state, I will say. A lot less crowded than good old New Jersey, where the TCNJ Lions roam here in Lawrenceville. Trying to make things happen. Try to put on a comeback effort at TCNJ. Again, we emphasize so much the youth of this team, and they are really fighting against a quality opponent. URI is going to go out and have a fantastic season. We saw Lehigh here earlier. They're a team that we're going to see them play. There's a chance over and can't get that connection to go. Looking through, winding. May's able to get in front of it. Ethan May finds a way to get that out of there. Keeping his team in it time and time again. Ethan May is fantastic. And gets right back up and directs his defense. He's doing that a bit aggressively as well. Sure, defensively, you don't want to have to make those saves if you're May, but he's been doing it. He's faced a ton of shots. 44 saves for May. And there's another. Gets the oven mitt down, and May I mean, this is really the Ethan May game. Look at it for TCNJ. For the sophomore, so he'll be around as well. You kind of look at the future of net minding at TCNJ. Ethan May's going to be here. So you have that going for you. Now that's taken away. Here's an opportunity. TCNJ needs that. That's just wide of the nets. Jakob on top of it. Daniel Jakob. This puck stays in the offensive zone. Yes, it does. Shot goes off. Duggan. TCNJ's 15th shot of the night. Splits those defenders. Looks for somewhere to go with his puck. Now here goes Duggan. Duggan back with Kushner. Drifts all the way to the far side. Looking off now. Looking to cover this up. Maringola, that he does. So a bit of pressure in front of the net for TCNJ. That'll bring up a face-off here in the offensive zone for TCNJ. Trying to bounce this off. Then URI, their physical brand of hockey really coming to fruition defensively. But now TCNJ trying to break through. Can't break that up in the slot. URI is able to clear. And Ryan Walter will hold on. 15 minutes left to go. 2 total shots on goal created by the Lions. Yeoman looking. Gets that taken back. Here comes Mulhern. What a move, and he's got it! Second goal of the night for the captain, Shane Mulhern. And URI with some insurance here in period number 3. It's 4-1. Not much May could have done there, and the captain will get his second goal. A filthy move. And URI with 49 total shots on goal. Only 4 goals to show for it, which is a whole other topic. And a big part of that is Ethan May, and it took one of the best moves you'll probably see all season for URI to get that done and tag in the 4th goal. Mulhern again really having to take the lead here in terms of scoring this season. They lost one of their top scorers, did URI last season, here this offseason. So Mulhern, it's really his team now. And in the first game of their season, he's already got 2 goals here against TCNJ. We've got another game against this team tomorrow. URI with that 3-goal lead holding on. Kushner, as this is covered up. Maringola has let in a goal off a rebound, but he will have 15 saves so far. Thank you all for tuning in tonight to this contest between TCNJ and the University of Rhode Island. I believe it's the first time we've seen URI on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Unless if someone wants to go back to the archives and find a broadcast I'm unaware of. We've got to compile a list one day of all the schools that have played some puck live on BSB. It's been a lot of schools. Covered a lot of the globe, or a lot of the nation. The globe is yet to be covered by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, not just yet. As that goes out of play with 13:22. 4-1 is your score, and a face-off will ensue right near the netminder here. Face off won by URI yet again, and URI again. New division for them. Looking to make their mark and make waves happen. And it looks like this is just who you're going to get. Chance almost enters the crease there. Looking through. Pokes us out in front. Greenspoon has Karabko. Can't find him. Finds a URI player there. That's Valente. With 12:49. Chance in front. Low slot. Big bump. Good way to break it up there. Right in the slot. A big body in the slot. My goodness. Still some fight in TCNJ. Down by 3 goals. So one thing you're going to have to look for with this team. Their level of surrender in these moments. It can be easy for teams like TCNJ, those younger teams, to kind of lose their momentum, to lose their fight. This puck taken back. As Marion goal was on, almost poked away in an opportunity, but you still see TCNJ giving it what they got. But for URI, Joe Augustine's team looks very good tonight. Defensively, they put up 50 shots now. A very quality performance by the Rams. And an icing will go back the other way in Boss Ice Arenas where they play their puck. Brad Boss, a very big and integral piece of URI hockey, URI club hockey. One of the original members, the first one to skate back when that arena was made in the early 2000s. Their new arena, Brad Boss Arenas. Been a big part in funding and everything and just being there, showing up and caring about it. A 1955 alum. Helped launch, that one's covered up. He launched the men's club hockey program in 1951. That's the reason it started. It's a very, very historic program. It's got a lot of years on it, and Brad Boss was just honored recently in early February. Had his jersey retired for this club hockey team. He helped found. There's been a huge piece of club hockey as that just goes past. Looking to cover this back up, and Ethan May stands strong again. TCNJ defensively trying to create some kind of counter. Mulhern on hat-trick watch. Goes back to Mulhern. Mulhern looking backhanded opportunity. That goes too far. Mulhern again. I think Mulhern's kind of hoping for a hat-trick here. Be an interesting way to open up the season for the captain. Looking through. That skate down. 10:45 left in the third period. Looking near the point now. And TCNJ back on the counterattack. Duggan putting a body on him. Again for TCNJ. Had their struggles last season. Trying to find a ways to work. Have not found a way to get that first win just yet. Got to continue to do what they do, continue to fight, and really just develop these players. It's all about this coaching staff with Andrew Ducko, Paul Batcho, and Rob Garmas trying to get these players up to the right speeds. They put on a great effort, a lot of great contests against Rutgers last season. That's a tough one here. That's deflected, though, no penalty. Working now is URI. URI with some space, a shot, can't get it in on the inside, and now TCNJ will get a chance to respond here. Looking high, circle chance, there's an opportunity, no, that's too far. Scarmato holds on to this puck, faces some tough URI work though. Jakob just lift this puck over. That's where a lot of the total shots have come from. Just those near the blue line dumps towards the net. This puck deflects off of two helmets. And we've got a whistle. Let's get some changes on for TCNJ. 51 total shots now for the Rams. You talk about a start to your season, staying in your flow. You never really think heading into a game, yeah, we're going to put up 50 shots tonight. But they went out and did it, and still 9 minutes left to go in the third period. The Lions of TCNJ still looking to approach 20 for about 51 minutes of play. And 4-1 is your total in terms of the scoreline here. Looking wide. Spins that around. Back over towards the point. And that shot goes out of play. Kushner got sent down. Now URI would try to counter their way through. Still 8 minutes left to go in this contest. We thank you all for tuning in and sticking around. For the URI faithful is here, wrapping around now. There's the net. There's a shot. No. Looking for another opportunity. Duggan can't stuff that in. Here comes Kushner now. And the net's dislodged. With 8:03. Again, that Brad Boss Arena seats 2,500. Men and women's club hockey teams play there. URI ACHA champions in 05 to 06. They've had a winning record in all but one season between 2002 and 2024. They've been a very, very quality team. This program's got a ton of support. Had a lot of fun moments for URI hockey. Great seasons, great runs by that squad. Been making their ECHA debut. Big body. See who's down there. That's Jakob down, and we've got a penalty. Jakob slower to get up, but he's all up and around now. Walter comes on. It was a tough blast into the boardings. Looks like no penalty actually came out of that. Just want to make sure Jakob's all right, so no penalty comes out of it. Usually when someone gets hit and there's a whistle, there's usually a penalty, but nothing there. And we'll keep playing puck. And that goes right out of play on the faceoff. Here with 7:36 left to go. .27 left to go here in this one. So still in the third period. Still a chance for TCNJ to make a comeback. Looking for a rebound opportunity. And taken back by URI. There's a chance just outside the circle. Looking through. There's a strike. May's going to get the pads on it. He's approaching 50 saves tonight, is Ethan May. He's had some phenomenal saves and great work. He's got 48. Saves on the puck. Gold makes that pass. Mulhern back to Gold. Gold at the top. There's a chance in. Too wide. Almost going through the legs of May. He's able to track that puck. And an icing. And just to let you know, St. Joe's versus Drexel is beginning now. About to begin on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. So once you're done with this one, or if you want to tune in now to St. Joe's hockey, that game's underway. It's about to be underway. Still just in the intros of warm-ups. St. Joe's versus Drexel. Should be a good one tonight. St. Joe's looking to pick up another win on their year. We've still got 6:43 of this TCNJ versus URI contest. We had Ryder earlier as well. So big day for Breakout Sports Broadcasting. And still another full hockey game left to go. So if you want to get your coffee ready, get everything locked in, you got to stay up. An 8:45 start originally. It's 8:55. Good sliding stop on the puck there. Looking through, wrapping around, can't stuff that one in. And another stop from May. I mean, if I need to stay up past, this is going to be probably a 9 o'clock start for St. Joe's. If you watch that game, you're going to be up. Okay, make a cup. You probably got enough time to make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Get ready for some St. Joe's puck. Something great to get excited about there. I got to expose Carollo Pascal real quick, okay? He just told me to say that Hawks versus Dragons is a mythical matchup. When I saw a Hawk this morning right in front of me, I don't know if I would describe a Hawk as mythical, as this is covered up. He did bring his other headset. He didn't hop on, unfortunately. But, the Dragons are very mythical, though. Very mythical. There's teams that are griffins and other mythical beings and whatever you want to call them. Like a lion is a lion. I can go see a lion at the zoo. I can't go see a dragon at the Bronx Zoo. But I could definitely go see Alex the lion. Kushner makes his pass back over with May. May can't get that away. I think we do need more mythical mascots in just hockey and sports in general. Got a lot of dragons, not enough griffins. Covered up by too many lions and tigers and wolves. Professional sports, they get creative. They try to do different versions of tigers and different versions of other birds. Just get a goblin in there. Why not? Like the New York Giants. That's mythical. I think Carollo is just a Harry Potter fan with the Hawk thing. He shakes his head no. I'm sorry to you Harry Potter fans. It's not I, though. Looking through. Trying to create some kind of counterattack here is TCNJ. Anthem's going on in Philadelphia. Puck still going on in New Jersey. Thank you all for tuning in tonight here with 444. This puck gets sent down. TSAI Field House is a very, very important place to me, of course. You know, I think Breakout Sports Broadcasting ended up garnering, I guess because of what my own video, but almost 4.5 million views now, one of my videos. I snuck in one too many lines from good old the Marvel Rivals video game, and people like that for some reason. This is where it was, so it's always funny coming back here as we'll get some whistles and a hand pass is called. You know, the funniest thing about that video, if you go watch the Drexel and TCNJ game from last year, there were a lot of people that commented and asked me, John, are you getting fired for that? I'm like, well, I have a good boss, okay? Everything was that was FCC regulated right there. Chance sent in, big save by May again. May slides out, and he's over 50 saves on the night. 51 saves for Ethan May in a 4-1 contest. Taken 55 shots total. You only allow 4 in, and one of them was on an interesting drift. Working in, 3:30 left to go, 3.5 minutes here in this one. Working behind the cage now, bouncing off of the glass. Back up top, that puck sat in the crease almost near an own goal. Captain Mulhern, who's got 2. Unable to get the Hattie so far tonight. He's still on the ice, so still a chance for him to get that if he wants to. At least make an attempt at it. Still skating hard, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's thinking about it. Handed down. It's TCNJ trying to get something to go. Back around, looking, working through the slot. Great move, and May's gonna get up and make the save! Ethan May had to dive down and get a hand up, and somehow got a piece of the puck and got it out of there. 52 saves for May. Shot sent in, and that's 53. Working through, May gets out in front of it again, and Ethan May! I mean, this is just out of this world, Ethan May. URI still trying, fighting hard, but Ethan May still being that brick wall. And that looks like it'll be a penalty. Pushing into the boards, we got a double. He's hit hard into the boards. He's down. Player's getting away, working his way back up is Kyle Gregory. He just recently got his first collegiate point last weekend. He's back up, though, so we'll see what comes out of that. Everybody dragged away from each other. Here with 2:12 left to go. So that will be 2 penalties. Yes, 2 separate penalties. Here in this one. One of them on Aiden Darlington. So this will indeed be, looks to be, it will be a 5-on-3 for TCNJ. So there was one penalty, there was a tripping call, and then there was the boarding, I believe, or maybe interference, however they called it. So 2 separate penalties before the whistle. So this will be a full 5-on-3. Trying to dive this one down and get it over towards May. This puck is cleared. Trying to take it on. That puck's taken away. A 3-on-5 opportunity. It'll just keep this in the zone. The smarter play to just worry about killing time. Just under 2 minutes left to go now. This will go down as an icing and frustration for the Lions. 1:38 left to go in period number 3. 4-1 is still your score. Face-off goes the way of May, and his own teammate almost sent a puck his way. Ethan May having a Jacob deGrom kind of night. 54 saves. 1 goal for him. Circle, chance, shot, does not go through. Maringola having to get down. Jakob here on the near side with Kushner trying to dive this in. We got a stick on the ice as well. It's back up now. And they do empty the cage, so Ethan May comes out of the cage. They get the extra man, 6-on-3. Trying to score. Chance at the empty netter. Does not go through. Jakob will get back on the puck. A line change comes on for URI. St. Joe's has just scored a goal. I'm calling both games. Jakob coming down on the 6-on-3. Jakob looking. Finding somewhere to go with just over 30 seconds left to go. Circle shot. There's an opportunity. Just at the crease. Rebound chance. And he gets on it. Marangola gets on it. Big time save. Another chance. Defenseman in front. My goodness. 1-0 St. Joe's over Drexel. 4-1 here with 22 seconds left. Crossing this in. Jakob holds on to it. 17 seconds. URI, what a job of this penalty kill. This puck's broken back up. Trying to create a chance. 6-on-3 for TCNJ. The penalty has expired. The cage is empty. 6 seconds left. Working through. Chance. Marangola on it. Puck covered. And a face-off with the St. Joe's defensive zone on the other broadcast. With 2.7 left to go. The FCC, don't worry about me. This is BSB. We don't have to worry about those rules. Can't tell who scored the goal, though. But 6-on-3 TCNJ. Could it convert? 2.7 seconds left. Face-off will expire everything. A 54-save night for Ethan May. A 4-1 defeat. TCNJ falls to 0-4 on the season. University of Rhode Island Rams, they pick up win number 1 on the year. Goal scorers, Colin Helkowski, 2 for Shane Mulhern. Owen Hall tagged in 1. And Max Lockwood, the alternate captain, scored another one. The opening one for URI. And that will do it and wrap it up here for TCNJ and URI. And tonight on BSB, obviously, go make sure to tune in to St. Joe's and Drexel. That puck is now 2-0. St. Joe's tags in another goal. So make sure to see what St. Joe's can do. They're up 2-0 against Drexel. That's going to be a quality game. Make sure to lock it in. But that will wrap it up here from TSAI Field House here in New Jersey. I've been John McCooch. Carla Pascal and Davey on the camera. It has been phenomenal. We will see you another time. Hockey, I'll see you another time. 4-1 is your score. 54-save night for Ethan May. We will see you another time. Thank you so much for tuning in to Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We'll see you.